So for example, this is number 7 you're doing for the homework. Let's do number 8. So what does this look like? Something times parentheses. So what do you think we do here?
Wait, hold on. This is number 8?
Number 8, yes. It says multiply.
All right.
All right, so basically we distribute.
We distribute with the parentheses, right? 6 times 2.
Radical 6 times 2.
Radicals, yeah.
That's right. And then radical 6 times radical 7.
6.
Just like.
That will be radical 42.
That's right. I'll explain that in a moment. So all these look the same way. Okay, let's do 8. Let me open the board first. So just a distribution. We're multiplying.
You're just seeing radicals. I thought it was hard.
No, radicals are pretty.
They're just like, yeah.
Just think of
They
it.
just look scary.
Right? It looks scary, but I'm like, oh.
Just look. Just call it or replace it with x or a variable will make more sense. So 8.5. That's not. That didn't turn out good. 8.5. Question number 8.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm doing math homework. Let me hold on 1 second. Sorry.
So we already finished with 8.4, right? We don't want to solve anything else.
Yep.
The rest should be similar. Just again, if it's a lot different, just look at the example or something.
Like if it's the same under radical, then we can add it up or like minus it. And if it's different, we won't be able to do anything with it.
Exactly, if it's different. Sometimes you can simplify it. You'll see that probably an example of that. You'll simplify.
What if, for example, we have the equation radical 9 plus regular 3?
That's right. So what is radical 9?
3.
Okay, yeah, 3 plus 3. That's gonna be all right. So that's gonna be solvable.
That's right. So try to simplify first before you. So now for this one we're multiplying. So here's the thing here. So we have radical 6.
So radical 12.
We want to multiply that by 2. Okay, let's write it out first, and I will show you the difference. Here.
Plus
Radical 6.
Radical 6 times 7. Radical 7.
Times radical 7. So there's a difference here. This one has a radical, this one doesn't. Again, think of it as x. If this was x, what is x times 2?
12.
X, so it's gonna be 2 radical 6.
2 radical 6. So if this was, ignore this radical 6. If it was, for example, x, you would say x times 2 would be 2x. Or in this case, 2 radical 6. Okay, we're not multiplying 6 and 2 because this doesn't have a radical like this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
But for the next one, can we multiply them?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
So it's gonna be 42.
Exactly. They're both.
Okay, so if it's not radical, whatever number it doesn't have the radical put on the beginning of the radical.
Exactly.
Right.
Just x times something or y times something.
We can't do that. We won't be able to do that if there was like a plus between, right? So then we won't be able to solve it. But
there was a plus. There was a plus here. There was a plus.
No, if it was radical 6 plus radical 7, we won't be able to multiply it.
Plus. That's right. If this was a plus, then you can add them. But with multiplication, it's fine. You just multiply the numbers inside.
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like most of these are the same way. Let's look at number.
Wait, did you multiply radical 6 and radical 7?
Yeah, into 42.
Yeah.
What's the 7, 31? So all the way to 31. Let's look at.
Wait, so that's it? Nothing else can be done there?
Yeah, that's it. So these are different. Actually, let's see if we can simplify that. So 2 radical 6 plus. Do we know the square root of, or the radical of 42?
12.
Nope,
No, something
No,
is
wait.
come out.
Plus 20.
What numbers
21.
What numbers multiply to 42? We have 21 and 2.
21.
What else?
It's 9 and
no,
6 and 7.
6 and 7. Anything else multiplies to 42?
No.
There is something else, I believe.
1 and 42.
What about 14?
14, yeah.
Okay, what else?
And 3.
42 times 40.
So basically,
You have 3 stamps?
we can't simplify this, right? None of them has a perfect radical. if this was, for example, 49, we just call it 9, right? But in this case, that's not a perfect square. Same thing with the 6. It's not a perfect square. So that's basically it. I don't think we can simplify that, so just leave it like it is. What if it was, instead of 42, what if you had 48? I mean, if you had 49, would be the best one, right?
7
7
squares.
is 7, but it doesn't simplify, so there should be something else.
Yeah, if it was 49, what would this
Should
be?
be 7.
What if it was,
No, but 7 cannot come out from the radical.
yeah.
It has to be something which comes out, so it would be probably.
So let's say if we had maybe 48. So close to 49, but not exactly 49. So 48, we can write 48 as 16 times what?
4.
Not 4, but
6.
Oh, I'm sorry, 16.
3 times 3.
that's 3. That's right. Now, do we know the square root of one of these?
4. 4 out of 3, that would be right.
We can say this, right? Times.
Mhm.
Turn 48 into, because we don't know the square root of 48. It's not like 49. This one is perfect. But here, we can write 48 as 16 times 3. Then we can split it. So it's the opposite of multiplying. We split this into 2 radicals and see which one we know. Do we know the square root of 16?
4.
It's 4 times. Do we know the
3.
square root of 3? We don't know it, right?
No, so
Stays like this. So sometimes you can simplify, sometimes you can't. In this case, we can't. This is ideal. That's what we always want, perfect radicals. But if it's not perfect, you gotta play around with it and see if you can get a radical out of it. We couldn't get a radical out of 42. None of the numbers have a perfect radical. But with 48, we could say 16 and 3. We know the radical of 16 is 4. So this you wanna try to simplify if possible. If not, just leave it like this. Okay, so we're doing this for 42. Didn't work, so it stays the same. These are different examples. They have nothing to do with this. This is 49, is 48. So some radicals are perfect, others are not. But we try to simplify them whenever possible. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see another one here. They're all similar. Let's do one last one from here, maybe 20. No, we need to do, okay, it's 20 to 12, 23, 24, 25. Let's do 23. Now we just from the homework, 22. Okay, let's do 22, which I will write down. But actually, let me just make one up. Let's say 2x plus 4
This is 23?
no, this is just a similar because all of those
Oh,
are
okay, okay.
23, 24, 25 are all in the homework, so I'm making one like this. We're going to some multiplication. What is the property that we use here again?
Distributed?
Distributive. So radical 2x times radical 2x will be?
4x squared.
That's right, they both have radicals. We can multiply them. So 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is 4x squared. And then radical 2 times
Minus 4
8x.
radical 2x minus radical 2x.
Doesn't have radical, so it goes to the front, 2x. Okay, we're not multiplying 2x on 4 because this one doesn't have a radical. Then,
Well. Oh, because the 4 doesn't have a radical, right?
that's right. The next one here, 4 times 2x.
8x. Radical. No, it is
No, it's 4 radical 2x.
That's right, just 4 radical 2x because 4 doesn't have a radical. So be careful.
And minus 16.
So very carefully, only if they both have the radical, we multiply. And finally,
Minus
The
16.
16.
No, negative. That's right. Minus 16. What do you think happens next? We always try to simplify. So
You can cross it out, the 4 radical 2x.
that. So these are the same, but with different
Mm-hmm.
signs. They cancel out. What's left is just
4x, radical 4x square minus 16.
minus 16.
16.
We can say radical 4 and radical x2, right?
Mhm.
Okay, because we can split them. Do we know the radical 4?
Yeah, it's 2.
2.
True.
When you have a radical and power 2, it's interesting. Just cancel.
So that's probably going to be just x, because if it's a double one, so it's 2x.
That's right. So if you have power 2 and the radical, these cancel out.
So you say cancel if it is what?
So if you have a power and the radical, they cancel each other out.
If you don't have a power and what?
It has to be 2. It has to be radical 2. It has to be radical and power 2.
What about if it's 3?
You won't cancel unless, no, you won't cancel. So it has to be.
It has to be to the same as the first radical, like it's 4?
That's right, yeah. No, not the 4. I'm talking about the second one here. The 4 is 2. We're done with it. Now this one, power 2 cancels out with the radical. You get x only.
And if it's 4,